How to get over the imposter syndrome and lead with confidence. When you're a new manager, you may feel overwhelmed with the learning curves your new role presents. Because you've outgrown your last role, you are now put in a role with higher expectation and broader responsibility. As with anything new, you are met with challenges after challenges, making you question your own ability to succeed. This phenomenon is called the imposter syndrome, which many new managers suffer from. In this video, we want to give you the 3 tips on how to get over the imposter syndrome so you can confidently and successfully lead your team. Number 1. Have the right expectation. Many people suffer from the imposter syndrome when they're at the beginning stage of doing something new. Because being in this stage is not a comfortable feeling, you want to immediately move on to the next stage of competency, recognition, and acceptance. However, when you're new to something, is it too soon to expect people to recognize, accept, and understand you right away? Even CEOs and nations' leaders have a hard time achieving this. So be realistic with your expectation. What is the realistic timeline for someone in your position to get up to speed and over the learning curve to be able to contribute meaningfully? It's definitely not a week, or maybe not even a month. We totally understand that you want to hit ground running and quickly prove yourself. But this thinking can be very counterproductive because everything has its own timeline to manifest, which can be different from yours. If you want people to allow you the time and space to figure a few things out when you're new, you also need to allow people their own timelines to recognize, accept, and understand you. Leading a team requires a different skill set from the one you acquired as an individual contributor. To learn more about some of the things you must do as a new manager, click the link above to watch our 5 must-dos for new manager video. Some can acquire certain new skill set easier than the others, so know what you're good at or what is your zone of genius, and what you know will take you some time to become good at to help you set the right expectation for yourself. If you have a hard time coming up with the right expectation, ask your manager for what is his or her expectation of you. Knowing exactly what is expected of you is extremely beneficial because now you have a goal to work toward. As long as you have a goal to know where you're going and are willing to put in the work, you'll get there and will no longer be an imposter. Number 2. Have better clarity. You're suffering from the imposter syndrome because you don't think you deserve or can do the job you are in. So let's gain better clarity into whether or not it is the case. On a piece of paper, write out across the top the overall ask of your job. Then divide the remaining space into 3 columns. In the first column, list out all the knowledge, skill sets, and know-hows the job requires. In the second column, list out what you have knowledge of and what you can do right now to contribute to the job requirements. And in the third column, list out what you can learn, acquire, and master in the near future, meet the rest of the requirements, and even take this job to the next level. Then draw lines to connect all the dots together between the job requirements, what you can do now, and what you can learn to do to see if everything matches up. If they do, now you gain better clarity into what you need to do and don't need to be afraid of not measuring up. Number 3. Take action. Risk, mistake, and failure are inherent in everything we do, regardless of being new or not. So don't let them paralyze you from taking action. You need to know that the things you most want to succeed at are also the things you're willing to fail over and over again for. Remember when we were toddlers and were learning to walk? It didn't matter to us how many times we fell down, but how many times we stood right back up. And now we all walk. Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. Thomas Edison. You may have many doubts when doing something new. It's actually a good thing that you're constantly questioning and testing your abilities. That is humility. It's better than being arrogant, which will sink you deeper into the imposter syndrome. Only by taking action, you'll gain people's understanding, acceptance, and eventually recognition of you because you make yourself beneficial to them. Taking action is the fastest way to cure your fear of being an imposter. What is possible and what is not your business. Nature will decide this. Your business is just to work for what truly matters to you. Sadhguru. If your team, your work, and your life matter to you, throw yourself wholeheartedly into them. Get rid of your arbitrary and unrealistic timelines. Take stock of your capabilities and knowledge, then get out there to live, lead, and make a difference.